Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Friday's class. It's the third one this week. I don't know about you, but I've actually been feeling the benefits of doing the whole body thing every day rather than concentrating on arms and then legs and then core and balance. So I'm going to keep this up for a bit. I'm getting quite positive feedback. There's a few exercises you're finding difficult, but anyway, we're going to start with our 5-minute warm-up. So we're going to start with a heel dig and an opposite bicep curl, heel dig, bicep curl. One leg, both arms. Got it right that time. One leg, both arms. And then one leg back, both arms forward. One leg back, both arms forward. One knee up, opposite arm up. One knee up, opposite arm up. Okay, so we're going to do this for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to have 10 minutes of sort of fairly gentle stuff. And then 10 minutes of using weights. Some of the exercises we use weights for, not all of them. And 10 minutes of floor work. Now, if you're new to the class, you do these exercises at your own capability. So we do 12 repetitions of each. And if you can't do 12 reps, that's absolutely fine. Somebody was saying the other day, we do one of the floor exercises. Somebody said they managed 6 reps, and that's great. Even if you only manage 1 repetition, reps is short for repetition. Even if you manage 1, that's absolutely great. 12 is something to aspire to. Don't try an exercise and think, oh, I can't do this, and give up. Keep trying. Also, if you're fairly new to exercise, don't go flat out. Just consistency is more important than doing it once and killing yourself, metaphorically. So try and pace yourself, do it at your own ability. If you can't do it all, that's absolutely fine. If you need to take a rest halfway through, absolutely fine. You do it at your own speed. Somebody said also that I do the leg movement when we're doing the plank thing a bit too fast. So I'll try and slow that down. But if I forget, just do it at your own speed. I know it might be quite off-putting with me rabbiting away, but just try and do it at your own speed. Don't pay any attention to what I'm doing. Doesn't matter if you don't do 12 of them, if you're doing it more slowly. It's absolutely fine. Perfection is not really a thing. There's no such thing as doing it perfectly. And if you could do it perfectly, you wouldn't need the exercises, you wouldn't need the class. I don't do it perfectly. Sometimes my technique is a bit whoop. My counting is terrible, as you know. But it's just the fact that you're moving your body, and you're strengthening it. So, side, I've speeded up when I've been talking doing this, haven't I? This one is good, a good warm-up. I use it. This hasn't changed because you're moving all your joints, you're moving them forwards and backwards and upwards, well, your limbs anyway. You're standing on one leg at times, so you're testing your balance. You're having to remember the sequence, so it's good for your brain. Does everything, really. Maybe we should just do this for half an hour. So we'll do this a few more times. Sorry, see what I mean? Talking and things. We'll do it 3 more times and then we'll go into the main body of the exercise class. So, I'm puffing, I don't know why. Side, back, up. Heel dig, side, back, knee. Last one, heel dig, side, back, knee. Right, haha. So The first exercise we're going to do is a squat. But I don't do freestanding squats. I do them in a chair. You're perfectly welcome to do freestanding if you are sure you've got the technique right, which is sitting without the chair, okay? I use a chair because it's what we do during everyday life, and it keeps your technique good, so we're doing sits to stand. I'm going to take light weights because we're going to do our arm movement as well as squatting. You don't have to do weights. You can do this without weights. I'm just choosing to do it with weights. These are light, so I can do 12 repetitions very easily with these weights. So shuffle towards the front of the chair, knees more or less at 90 degrees, thighs parallel. I'm going to have these here. Well, actually, I'm going to hold them here. And then as we stand up, I'm going to put these above my head. 1, sitting down really carefully. I'm going to hold them here actually because it's easier, because they're quite light. I can do that. 2, nice and slowly down. 3, just brush the chair with your bottom. 4, slowly down. 5, 6, down we go. 7, slowly down. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There. I try and do squats every day. I do quite low squats as well. And my legs are definitely better when I do squats every day. So I would urge you to do at least a couple of sits to stand every day. Those of you that have been with me quite a long time, the chair might be too high for you now. You can go into a lower squat. I think I showed you last time. I do it on this tiny little stool. It's really hard, but I think it's really, really helping the strength in my legs. I notice if I have to step over a stile or step up a step, it's much easier. Right, enough. Right, we don't need the chair at the moment, so I'm going to get rid of that. And we're going to do just elbow to knee. Now, I was practicing this just before we came on. So when you use one elbow to one knee, sorry, I'll do it this way so you can see, an elbow to knee, put this arm back so that your arms are going like that. So it gives your shoulder joints a good workout. Okay, so I'll start off sideways so you can see what I mean. So we're going to go standing up nice and straight, arms, shoulders relaxed, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just counterbalances you a bit. 6. If you can't get your knee up to your elbow, that's fine. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's just to get a twist in your spine. And so if you can only do that, that's absolutely fine. You're still doing it. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. It's something to aim for. Right, a lunge. I'm going to use weights again, the light weights. Entirely up to you whether you use them or not. If you don't feel ready, that's fine. So a lunge, you're standing with your feet hip width apart. You take a step forward, still wide, a wide stance. Standing up nice and straight. And we're just going to dip down. Just dipping down like that. You don't have to go very far. As the exercise progresses, you can go down further, okay, if you feel like it. Okay, you're not touching your knee on the floor. Okay, we're not going to step backwards and forwards. It's a static lunge. I don't know if that's even a thing, but it's what I call it. Oh yeah, and at the same time, I'm going to anchor my elbows into my side, so keep your upper arm still. And as I go down, I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to do a bicep curl. Right, so enough chat. I'm doing the first lot side on so you can see my torso doesn't hunch forward. 1, 2, nice and slow and controlled. 3, don't bob up and down. 4, it's much easier if you bob up and down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The weights not only help you doing your biceps, but they add to the weight of your body, so it makes the lunge slightly more challenging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't let your knee, this knee tends to drift in, so try to keep it facing forwards. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't like lunges. I'll let you into that secret. I'm going to keep hold of these weights. You can let them go. It's entirely up to you. And I'm going to do a side bend. So you're standing with your legs slightly wider than hip width apart. And you're just going down to one side. And then back up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is good for flexibility and strength. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Haha, there we go. And obviously we're going to do another squat. By the time you've finished this class, you'll have done 48 sits to stand, which is pretty good. Sitting down again. Again, with or without weights, it's entirely up to you. Nice and slow and controlled. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure your thighs stay parallel. You don't want your knees coming in. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. Makes me a bit hot, this routine. Makes me hotter than the other routine. I think it makes you work harder than the other ones. What are we doing? Right, yes. Just to give your legs a bit of a rest before we go into the before we repeat all that, because it starts with a squat and ends with a squat, and I don't want you to go straight into another squat. We're going to do just some balance. Okay, so we're just going to do round the clock. Have the chair nearby if you need it. I'm putting it there because I'm hardcore, keeping it out the way. And we're just going to go round the clock. So we're going to go 12, 3, 6. If you need to touch at each one, fine. Do what works for you. I'm going to try and not. 1, touch the floor. 2. And the reason I'm doing the movement rather than just standing on one leg, 4, is so that your body gets used to 5, being slightly off balance and having to adjust. Oh, like that. 6, that was. 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoops. Puts a strain on your static leg as well. 11, 12. Because balance isn't just about not falling over, it's about catching yourself when you start to go. So if you stumble, it's about being quick enough and having enough power to be able to right yourself. Right, I might do a class on power. Power is strength and speed. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get your balance. 9, 10, 11, 12. Super. Right. We're going to go into a sit stand again. So this is the second half, and we're going to repeat the exercises that we did. Now, I'm going straight into my heaviest weight. And the reason I'm doing this is because we're using it with 2 hands. So it's not, it's half as heavy really, I suppose. So I'm sitting on the edge of the chair. You choose which weight you want. And I'm holding it like this. So it's called a goblet squat. So your arms aren't tight there. They're sort of slightly looser so that your arms and shoulders are getting a bit of a workout as well. Okay? 1, 2. Counterbalances you, so in a way it's sort of easier. 3, or it seems easier. 4, but obviously you're a lot heavier. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Something you could try, don't try it now necessarily, but at home, is just to do that, but go right down and then get up again. When you get up, stick your bottom up like that and get up. It makes it easier. If you can't really, just take the weight on your legs. But that's something for you to practice at home. But if you do it with a squat with a heavy weight, stops you toppling backwards. What are we doing now? Lunge. Right. I'm going to use my medium weights this time, not the heavy weights. But you can use light weights or no weights at all. It's entirely up to you. I'm doing them with a bicep curl, okay? So, standing forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was just thinking, medium weights are weights that you should struggle to do 12 to 15 reps, and the last few reps you should be struggling. I've just realized doing it this way, we're actually doing 24 bicep curls, but so maybe light weights would be better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't need to go down very far. 6. Lunge is a bit of a balance as well. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then into a side bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I've missed one out, haven't I? 7. I'll do it after this. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the one I missed out was the knee to elbow. Obviously, we can't do knee to elbow with weights. So get your heavy weight again, and we're going to do a goblet march. So the arms are the same as they were for the goblet squat, and all we're doing is marching. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going to go into a squat or a sit to stand, a goblet squat. Oh, I seem to be dragging a pair of hiking boots along with me. Okay, so sit in the chair, squidge forward, hands here, off we go. 1, nice and slow down. Oh, 2, that was a bit of a plonk there, wasn't it? 3, stick your bottom right out. 4, it's almost as if you've got eyes in your bottom and it's looking for the chair. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. Now we're going to do another balance just to give you a bit of a breather. So instead of doing this time, we're just going to jump from side to side, just like this. Now, if you can't jump, if you've got bad knees, just step, but you're bringing your knee up so that you're balancing. Okay, I'm going to try and do quite wide jumps. Jumping is really good for your bones. But you know your own body best. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. Right. I'm doing the timing quite well. Right. I'll go on the floor now. So if you need to, shuffle down off the chair and get down. If you don't need to do that, if you're new and you're not sure you can get back up off the floor, don't do this without somebody being there, or don't do it at all. And then when you want to get up, you just reverse it. You get over to the chair, you pull yourself up on the chair, and up you get. Whew. But I'm just going to go down like this. The first thing we're going to do is called the bird dog. Now, I know at least one of you have got dodgy knees and find this one really difficult. So on Monday, I'm going to show you an alternative, not the lying prone. I'm going to show you an alternative, a standing up alternative. Okay? So you can choose to either do the kneeling bird dog or the standing up one. I don't think it's called the bird dog when it's standing up. I don't know why it's called bird dog. Right. Maybe it's because you're like a pointer. So, knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders, and you're going to raise one arm and then put the other leg out behind you. And 1. I do one arm first and then the leg because it's easier to balance that way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. Other side. 1, 2, 3. It's opposite arm and leg, obviously. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is really good for your back and glutes. 10, 11, 12. Just before we go into the next exercise, just do a bit of cat-cow. So cat, you're going to arch your back that way and then bring your head up, arch your back down. We'll do 1, 2, 3. It's just to move your back a bit because it's been exercising. These floor exercises are not easy, are they? We're going to do a bridge now. This is a bit easier. So lying on your back, feet up, knees bent, heels quite near your bottom, and we're going up into a bridge. Remember, make sure your weight's on your shoulders, not your neck. Pushing up as high as you can. You might feel a stretch on your quads. Keep your thighs parallel. So we're up there, and we're just going to go touch the floor. 1, right up. touch the floor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then down we get, up we get. Just lean forward just to get this stretch out your back. Doesn't matter, you don't have to touch your toes, just as long as you're leaning forward. Leaning forward with your chest, not pushing your head down onto your knees, but leaning forward as if you've got eyes in your chest and you're looking forward. Whew, I'm going to take my specs off. They're falling off my nose. Right. Right, the plank. This one is a killer, okay? If your elbows, these aren't your elbows, if your wrists are weak, if you actually have medical reason why you can't put your hands on your wrist, that's absolutely fine. Just do a normal plank on your elbows. I'll show you that in a minute. If your wrists are just weak because you're not used to using them, just do as many as you can and then go into the planks. I'll show you what I mean. So we're going on our hands and knees. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're going out. I'm going to have to go forward a bit because I'm going to kick something. Right, so this is the plank position. If you can't use your wrists at all, go into the normal plank and just hold it while we do the exercise. The exercise takes about a minute. I've timed it. If you can't hold the plank for a minute, just do what you can. This one is hard. I'm warning you now. So I'm going to try and slow it down a bit. Sorry, I'm chit-chatting too much. I'm just trying to put off the evil moment when we have to do it. So you're like this, and you're moving one leg out and then in, the other leg out and then in here and back there and back into the plank. Okay, so out, in, out. 1. The more slowly you do it, the more difficult it is. 3. 4. 5. I mean, my wrists are pretty strong, but they feel it. That's 6, halfway through. 7. 8. Puts a strain on your shoulders as well. 9. 10. 11. Whew. Am I glad that's over? Right, so you can, if you want, get over to a chair, pull yourself up. I'm going to get up using a sort of lunge. This is what we're strengthening our legs for the lunge for. If you have to use your hands, do it. You know, you see things about not using your hands to get up, and it's an indication of how long you're going to live. I think that's a load of old baloney, quite frankly. I mean, there's probably some truth in it, because the stronger you are, the better your life expectancy and your wellness expectancy. Anyway, I'm going to get onto my hands, onto my knees, and I'm going to put my left leg there and just stand up like we did on the squat. And we're just going to do that twice on each. It's too far back, too far. I'm pouring with sweat here. Whew. So I'm going to go right leg back and down, and then left leg forward. So the same way, but just getting up. If you can only do this one way, if you've got a dodgy knee, that's fine. But if you can do it with both knees, all the better, because if you're trying to get off the floor and one knee, something happened to you, say you fall and you bash one knee, at least you've got another knee that can help you get up. So down and then up again. But just use the same leg every time, because I find it confusing if I have to swap legs. And now we'll swap legs. So it's the right leg that comes forward on this one every time. I'm wobbling all over the place here. Oh, my arms and wrists feel as if I feel all floaty. Feel as if I've been really lifting heavy weights. Oh, there we are. Oh, well, thank you very much. And I'll see you. Oh, let me get my specs on, else I can't see anything. See you bright and breezy on Monday. If you haven't already, if you could hit the subscribe button, which just means you like my channel, it's not going to cost you anything. And if you could do the thumbs up one for this particular class. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on Monday.